I am becoming a teenager, and a lot of girls are not interested.
You're so cute. You're like, I am becoming a teenager.
Not all girls are interested in the same thing. Like, I'm interested in history, and I'm interested in mental health. I'm interested in growth, and I'm interested in different things than some girls that are my age. Some girls, they're interested about boys and boys.
Welcome back to my channel. So I am so excited to finally be filming again. I feel like I have not filmed in so long or talked to the camera in so long. So very excited to finally be back on YouTube. I'm gonna try not to look up there and look here. So I wanted to do a Q&A video because I've not done a Q&A video in such a long time. Honestly, I barely have any Q&As on my channel because I don't know, I just more so don't like to I don't know if they're interesting to you guys. So I'm sort of like a more private person. So yeah, I definitely don't do them enough. So I wanted to do a Q&A video for you guys. Guess what? We're gonna answer them with your favorite person, Naraya. So guys, if you are on Instagram, make sure that you follow my Instagram at Shawntas Way. On Instagram, give it a follow. Come say hi. Okay, so Naraya is here. Naraya is a lot older now, and she is still hyper. Someone commented on the last video, was like, oh my god, Naraya's not hyper anymore. I used to love her being hyper. No, that is still her.
In one of the videos, I didn't feel good. That's why I was acting like that. I have my days.
So, we're gonna start off with the questions that you guys asked a long time ago. These are so old. So the first person wanted to ask, oh, this is for you, Naraya. What is it like seeing your mommy as a young entrepreneur doing what she loves for people? Has it inspired you as a young lady to do the same? Are you developing her? And okay, that question's for me. So I asked that. And then she says, Naraya, are you aware of your body and the differences it feels eating non-vegan at your dad's house versus your mom's house? Or is it balanced and you feel no difference? Okay, let's start with the first question.
I feel like she's just my mom. Now, I am proud of her. I am really proud of her, and she does inspire me because honestly, at first, I always thought like you had to like have a big fan base and all of that stuff. Like celebrities, I thought they were the only ones that could really have like a big business, and I didn't know that you like it was the way she did it. I didn't know that's how it's supposed to be. So yeah, and it actually inspires me to want to be an entrepreneur one day too.
Most of the time, Naraya just sees me as like her mother. So like, it's not like it's the norm to her.
Now, if anybody asks like, so what does your mom do? I'm gonna shout out her YouTube channel and her product, her
website.
Business.
Okay, so the next question is, are you developing her as an entrepreneur, and why? And is that why you chose to homeschool her? So no, that's not why I chose to homeschool her. I actually chose to homeschool her for a whole nother reason. But am I developing her as an entrepreneur? Yes. We've learned about investing. We've learned about how to write checks properly and how to go about like working with, I've taught her all that, like basically working like with manufacturers.
Yeah, and how to carry yourself in the business too.
Yeah, so we've talked about all that. And that has been a part of like our homeschool. And
I just see her do it.
Yeah, she sees me doing a lot of stuff as well. So she mimics what I do. By the way, your kids are always gonna mimic what you do, not what you say. So they're pretty much going to do what they repetitively see in front of them. Okay, so Naraya needs to leave because she has to put on chapstick, but she's coming back in a minute. So yes, preparing her for being like a business owner, yes, because that's what she has told me that she eventually wants to do. Now, if Naraya said like, I want to do something completely different, I wouldn't force that on her because I'm just not the type of person. I give her a lot of freedom to choose what it is that she wants to do, because that's how it was with me growing up as well. But I do like try to like lead her and talk to her about like stuff that she eventually wants to do and give her like direction. So I'm not just like saying, oh, it's all up to you, and not giving her any direction. We do speak a lot about, you know, what she wants to do. Naraya's always telling me stuff that she wants to do. So the next question is for you, Naraya. The next question says, are you aware of your body and the differences it feels being eating non-vegan at your dad's house versus your mom's house?
Yes. When I'm over my dad's house, I know some people might not like this. I get constipated all the time. Like, I can't.
FYI, Naraya does not have a filter. Y'all know she was talking about her poop in the last video that I did, like with her.
Because it's natural. I don't know why humans made it like that's something that you need to hide. Like, it's natural.
It's natural, but okay.
Like, it don't matter. You can't have something that everybody does. It's natural. It's like,
do that. Is it balanced? Do you feel balanced? Your body.
The food be delicious. The food be delicious, but it's just the aftermath. But it depends on what I'm eating. Like, if it's a home cooked meal, honestly, it depends on the way the person is cooking. If they use a lot of dairy and stuff like that.
This question someone asked is, am I still in a relationship from the video that I did 10 months ago? Which that video is super old now. It's more than 10 months old. Yes, I'm still in the same relationship with the same person. We're not gonna break up. So you guys can stop asking that question. that is my life partner. We're not gonna break up. So oh, someone asked if I massage both of our scalps or if I only do like my scalp every so often and then only do Naraya's scalps every so often. Naraya does her own hair now, thank God.
I'm glad too. She be having me screaming and crying.
Naraya does her own hair now. Like this hairstyle she did herself, except for she's not really that, you don't really like this one that much.
No, because it seems like it's more frizzy. It got really frizzy quickly.
Okay, so she used different products in her hair. Okay, Naraya is a gel snob. So she only likes to use particular gels. Otherwise, if she uses like a gel that's like not up to her standards, she'll complain the entire time. Like, oh, this is so frizzy and this is...
Because... because I'm just gonna say this, not my mom, I'm not talking about my mom because her gel works good on me, but it seems like a lot of people, it seems like a lot of people, they target to natural hair people, but their products are not for natural hair. Like, they can make your hair really frizzy and it won't stick down or nothing like that. It's just like they are scammers, and I'm sick and tired of that.
Well, basically, Naraya, what is your favorite gel?
It depends.
So name some of your favorite gels so they can know.
I really use a lot of gels besides my mom's, to be completely honest. I don't want to name the gels that I don't like because I don't want nobody to sue me. But
nobody can sue you for having your personal opinion in that video. But we're not going to do that in this video. But I'm just saying, if you wanted to, you don't have to.
About the gels make my hair really, what's those things?
Like the white flakes and
stuff? I don't like that. No, actually, I like Eco Gel when my auntie does it. But it seems like every time I do it, it just don't work out. I have found that my gel works better. So I wanted Naraya to say that, but she's always a hater. She's a hater. So Naraya tells me that her favorite gel is the Angelic Cocoa Gel. Is that gonna show up? I got new labels, by the way, so. But this is the Angelic Cocoa Gel, and it's a clear quartz jelly, and it is honestly Naraya's favorite gel. Like, what she does is she'll run out of gel and she'll be like, I need another gel. Can I just go and get one? I feel if
she doesn't want to pay for paid her anything. She's just like, can I just go get another
because
gel?
I ain't got no money.
This is her favorite gel, and I think it's because with her hair type, she needs a lot of moisture, and this product,
my hair sucks up moisture like crazy.
Yeah, and this product's first ingredient is organic aloe juice, so it's gonna like moisturize your hair a lot better, and it also holds her hair. So I think those are like the two reasons why, because normally when she complains about a gel, it's because either it left some flakes in her hair, or it didn't hold her hair, or it dried out her hair. And I found that it works really good, and I use it all the time. Okay, and sing. Oh. Oh, someone wants to know, this is kind of like the last question for hair, because Noriah is going to start getting bored and she's going to probably leave. So, so someone wants to know, do you use clay or apple cider vinegar on Noriah's hair? I do not use either one of those because...
She has done it on her hair before though.
Yeah, I use apple cider vinegar on my hair because it's just like super easy. And then if I use clay on my hair, it's easy. If I use it on clay on Noriah's hair, I find that it will get trapped in her hair very like a lot. Just not the best to like use that much stuff that requires that much work. So no, I don't use clay on her hair. I don't use apple cider vinegar because she would complain about the smell. That's the only reason I don't use apple cider vinegar.
I start to like the smell of it though.
We drink apple cider vinegar sometimes, but
man,
well, I do. You don't.
You put it in the smoothie before.
Yes, I have put apple cider vinegar in her smoothie. I sneak it in there.
Well, now I know, so I'm gonna start making my own.
I sneak so much stuff in smoothies and Noriah never knows. Oh, this is from the last video we did. She says, why doesn't she want to be friends with anybody who thinks differently from her? I mean, she said it kind of weird.
Okay, I had a talk about my mom about this one, like in the car.
And she also wants to know, have you ever been bullied?
Yes, I have been bullied. That's why I act like this when it comes to certain friends. First off, my personality, not everybody can really...
Wait, let's go back to that. So she's been bullied before. To answer this person's question, why does she only want to be friends with people who think the same as her, or does, yeah. So she's been in a situation where she's attracted like the wrong type of friends. So now she's very selective in regards to who she is friends with, which is how I am as well. So probably that like,
that's just,
you have to be selective with who you keep around you. You can't just be open to everybody.
I am becoming a teenager, and a lot of girls are not interested.
You're so cute. You said I am going to
not all girls are interested in the same thing. Like, I'm interested in history, and I'm interested in mental health. I'm interested in growth, and I'm interested in different things than some girls that are my age. Some girls, they're interested about boys, boys. If God wants me to be in a relationship, then that's gonna come to me. I'm not going
a friendship. That's what she means by relationship, like a friendship.
Yeah. So anyway, I feel like that I'm not going to be like going all crazy over a human, like over a boy. No, I want to focus on myself, my mental health, and all that stuff. Because a lot of times when you're a teenager, you can have certain people surrounded by you, and they could either bully you,
peer pressure,
and all of that stuff. And I'm not trying to. I don't want to have those memories of me with as a teenager and stuff like that. And I want to be able to talk to certain friends that are interested in the same thing that I am.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, our next question is, what would you say to a child that is being bullied or feels insecure by not
is that a question for you?
No, that's for you. What would you say to a child that is being bullied and feels insecure by not getting into things that they were like peer pressure to get into?
First off, listen to your intuition, because at the end of the day, I just want to say this. Make sure, and this is not just for kids, this is for adults too. Make sure you know who is surrounded by it. Watch their every move, because at the end of the day, people, some people, I'm sorry, I don't want to say this, but some people, they're evil. Like, they're just evil. They want to pour their insecurities and all that stuff. If you feel down, depressed, insecure, any of that, make sure you have time for yourself. Because if you just surround yourself by other people saying and then complain about you being insecure and depressed, it's because you're focusing on other people, not yourself. If you say no, that is how you feel. No means no. So that's all you gotta do, just say no. And if they keep on, either call somebody that can pick you up. If you don't have no transport, walk away from that person. It's okay to say no. Do not let nobody peer pressure you. Those are manipulators that peer pressure. Those are manipulators. Do not let nobody manipulate you. You need to make sure you know the word no. You do not let nobody control you like that. That's somebody controlling you. Don't do that.
And honestly, so what she means by like watching everything someone does, not like being creepy and watching, literally like being like paranoid. It's more so like just being observant about the
that's why I don't have a lot of friends.
Just being observant. I feel that more sensitive people that are sensitive to their environments most likely don't have like huge crowds, have huge crowds of friends, because they're more sensitive. They feel a lot more, they're more in tune with like their emotions and the people around them emotions. So they can end up taking on the feelings of the people that are around them, and it could be not your own feelings. So if someone's more so like pushy or insecure around you, or like trying to get you to do things even as an adult, it can just be a lot, and you can honestly take that energy with you. Or if someone's super insecure and then they try to like tell you like, oh, like what you're doing is wrong, it just can end up playing on your own securities. Yeah. So yes, just make sure that you watch that if you're feeling bad about saying no to someone that probably wasn't a good person, because normally you wouldn't feel bad. That person would like comfort you like, oh, it's okay, you don't have to do it right now.
Don't do that. Don't try to please nobody else but yourself, because at the end of the day, you in this body for a reason.
If you could change one thing in this world, what would it be and how would you solve it?
I know what I can say. I want to say judges and making people feel like they cannot be their self. That aggravates me, because if y'all don't know, that can pour onto little kids, and they can feel like they have to be a certain way in order to please people. Like that goes into the other whatever we was talking about at first. But just like that's something I want to change. People not letting people be free. That's why a lot of people are depressed now, because they can't be themselves.
That's a good observation. So how did you okay, so someone wants to know, do you follow a certain diet to maintain her hair and skin? So as far as like these questions are all these questions are for Naraya mostly, but as far as like a diet to maintain like my skin or Naraya's skin, we don't like follow like a diet like, okay, this is what we're gonna eat for clear skin. It's more so just like
whatever your body can take.
It's like more so like, okay, let's eat nutrient dense meals, and that in turn is going to help with your hair and health, and help with like your overall health, not just one part of your body but your entire body. So yeah, I just focus on health when cooking meals and stuff like that, but I'm not as strict as I used to be. I used to be very, very strict, to where Naraya would be like, oh my god. Naraya, didn't you say you were embarrassed to open your lunchbox sometimes?
Yes, I used to be embarrassed because it smelled like nothing but herbs.
Oh my god. Okay, so
but now I really don't care.
Yeah, that was when she was younger. That's so someone just asked, which goes into our next question. Someone asked,
everybody wants to eat all my food.
Which goes into our next question. Someone asked about like homeschooling and like kind of like the route that I take homeschooling her. So I do focus on which now she's a little bit better, so we don't do like as hard as we used to. But the main thing that I noticed with Naraya when she was younger is that her confidence wasn't as high as I would like, and I do not want her to grow up with low confidence, because once you're adult, it's even harder to try to get to be confident. So if you're more confident and you tackle it while you're younger, and then you grow into a confident adult, that is way better. If you are an insecure adult and you have to become confident throughout your adulthood, that can be hard because you have to really break down the way that you were taught and the things that you thought patterns that you have and things like that. So
yes, so parents, make sure you teach your kids how to love themselves, because this world ain't.
So Naraya has a very strong opinion. So yeah, so that's what we talked about, like when she first started homeschooling. We had like a whole like subject about like ethics. We had ethics. Remember the what is it called, the fruits of kindness or something like that. I don't even remember it, but it was like the fruits. Oh my gosh, what is it called?
And we did affirmations.
You still do affirmations?
I still do affirmations, but
okay, we learned the fruits of the spirit. That's what we learned for the first year of homeschooling. We always would go. We had like a book going over the fruits of the spirit, and this stuff is like in the Bible. It's like love, joy, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. So we would like want to over that every single day. And you know, I was talking to Naraya, like how have you like experienced faithfulness, and how have you experienced goodness, and how have you experienced this? So I really wanted to like dive into that, because I noticed like in regular public school, so there are some private schools that are especially now, that are like Montessori schools, and like really trying to help kids develop their like confidence and stuff like that, but you have to pay a lot of money. You have to search high and low for those type of schools. But so yeah, that's what's the one thing that I wanted to incorporate.
But in a lot of like, now I have cousins and stuff, they have, when they go to like kindergarten and stuff, the teachers are now teaching them how to do that. My teachers, when I went to the certain school, they did not care.
Yeah, because like as we go further into this place where we're all trying to accept more differences, it's gonna start getting better in school. I think this last question that we're gonna answer is, how did you teach Naraya to keep her hands out of her hair? I have three girls, 7, 4, and 1, and it's so hard to get the older two to not play in their hair, which makes it so tangled and unmanageable when I do it. So, oh, and she also wants to know if Naraya wears a bonnet or some type of stocking cap at night. So, yes, Naraya wears a bonnet. I can get away with not wearing a bonnet. I barely ever put on a bonnet. I actually don't like them.
I love bonnets.
So, Naraya, how do I wear my hair to bed?
She puts it in a pineapple.
So, yeah, I wear like a pineapple. And if I have twists, I'll maybe put on a scarf. But most of the time, my hair is just out. Okay, so Naraya's hair, we cannot do that. She knows that before she goes to bed, she has to put on a bonnet. I
like bonnets. I feel like that they show a lot of our culture.
As far as does she how to keep her hands out of her hair? Naraya, I don't know. Like, she doesn't really.
Yes.
I'm talking about when you were younger. Let's see.
When I was
4
little
and 1, she didn't really touch her hair a lot.
I wanted to get my hair out of my face. That's what I was more towards. But, you know, honestly, to be completely honest, they're at a young age right now. So, they're still trying to learn about their bodies and all of that stuff. So, they're still trying to, you know, feel. You just have to teach them this is something that you should leave alone. Or, teach them how to be not as rough with their hair. Teach them how to be more gentle when they touch their hair, because show them that it's like more of a delicate type of thing.
So another thing you can do is put an oil on their hair, so that when they do touch their hair, it doesn't get frizzy and tangled. So the oil is gonna be like, if you use like a heavier oil, it's gonna be slippery. Their hands are gonna kind of like slip out. It's not gonna really affect it. So that goes back to like just putting oils in your kid's hair. And if you have a 1-year-old, you can put oil on her hair. I had someone ask me.
If she's 1, she's gonna do that. I've seen little kids, they do that all the time.
So I was just looking at a picture of you when we went out of town, remember? As she gets older, the child's getting on my last nerve. She's getting on my last nerve, and y'all are so obsessed with her. Y'all could take her, okay?
No, you cannot. The videos ended?
Yeah, we did like several questions. So Naraya wants to give you guys one more motivating speech.
So this goes out to the parents, and I'm not trying to be like, you know, rude to y'all or nothing like that, be disrespectful or anything like that, but all I gotta say is make sure you teach your kids how to love themselves and how to express their feelings, because I have seen and I have noticed, and this has been on my mind for a while, I have noticed that a lot of teenagers, like, I know people can be like, oh, well, they're going through their mood swings and all this stuff. I feel like that even if they're going through their mood swings, you need to teach them how to express their feelings. Make sure you teach kids how to express their feelings, because when they're doing all of this crazy stuff, you're like, what is wrong with you? You have to make sure you know your child. You might know your child, but sometimes you don't know your child. So make sure you let your child feel open, and make sure your child knows that they love themselves and all this stuff, because not everybody is like that, and we want to fix that generational curse. We need to make sure your kids are aware of their beauty and not hidden like a caterpillar.
So you mean like talking to children, like having talks with them,
and make sure they are comfortable with their body. Like, come on now. That gets on my nerves. Like, make sure they comfortable with their body. Make sure they know their body. So
yes, but that's not to be hard on parents who are super busy and sometimes cannot do all the things that she mentioned. Like, in a perfect world, Naraya is more so Naraya is used to me being home all the time and always with her, whereas there are some parents, Naraya, who work all the time. So when their kids get home from school and they get home, they really don't have time. So what I suggest is to set like during dinner time, like if you're a family that's always apart during dinner time, that's the time that you should come together and like talk about everything, if you're a busy parent.
And then if you're a busy parent, there's I know not everybody has the money to do that, but if you do have the money to do it, make sure you have them in, like, if you don't have time to do it, get them in groups where they can where they talk about your self and all of that stuff and your wealth and all of that. And then if you don't have the money for it, okay, let me say it. If you don't have the money for it and you are and you're really busy and you can't do stuff like that, find time to be able to make sure your kid needs something.
All right, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. The camera's about to die and Naraya can go on and on forever. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like videos like this, even though Naraya is like a preacher, you can thumbs up this video and we'll try to make more. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one.
Bye guys. Bye.